Hi, thank you for following my channel. My name is Victor Ashley and I'm a real estate agent out of Seattle, Washington. This is how you get a hold of me. Also, you could leave a comment below, and while you're at it, hit subscribe because I cover a lot of different topics, areas, and zip codes that might be important to you, or they could be your new neighborhood. So keep that in mind. So what I'm doing today is I'm doing a back to basics of the home buying process, and I just wanted to get into it for you right now. And these are not supposed to be super long. I just want to give a quick basis of what we're starting with. And the number one thing you need to start with is actually selecting your real estate agent. And this is actually pretty important because this is something that I actually cover in my buyer consultations with anybody that wants to sit down with me and talk to me about becoming a client of mine or me being interviewed to be their buyer agent. Now you start with the buyer, you start with your real estate agent, and it's very similar on the seller side, but I wanted to concentrate mostly on the buyers today. So keep this in mind. You start with the real estate agent because they're really the ones that are going to be holding this together. Now, you are driving the car. You have the keys. I want to make sure that you're on the road. That's the big thing about this. This is your financial transaction. This is something that you're choosing to do. And at the same time, this is one of the biggest milestones that you might be having in your adult life is actually buying a house, second to maybe getting married. So this is the stuff that you really need to have somebody in your corner that's actually going to take some time to go into this with you. And it's a little hard to just do it with somebody that you just met on YouTube, or you just watched a video, or you might be following their meme page. Feel free to, interview me or interview anyone else. But at the same time, I'm available to help you if you have any questions. And I can also give you a referral if you want to find somebody else. The second thing that you want to do is you want to go into your lender. Okay. Now your lender, they're going to be the financial engine behind this whole thing. They're going to be communicating with the banks. They could be a broker. They could be your, current bank right now. But your lender is going to be the funding side of things. And you have to get qualified. And that's the reason why I go through in the mortgage calculators in my videos. Is because I want to give you an idea of what you can actually buy right now. I'm not going to get into interest rates right now, but it's very dependent on your interest rates, also your employment history, your FICO, and your financial situation. And then step 3 is you're going to get into your homes. And that's actually what I cover in this channel. And I wanted to go into it and just say, hey, thank you for following my channel and letting me cover the area and the market for you. But again, you want to make sure that you actually have an agreement with somebody that represents you in this financial transaction. I'm not giving legal advice or, financial advice at this time, but I want to actually tell you, the basics of what's going on. But I can do that if you hire me directly. I just wanted to get into that specifically because I get asked occasionally, hey, Victor, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this from my friends? And at the same time, thank you for trusting me with your time. But I want to respect your time and say, hey, I can definitely, speak to that, but we're going to have to, have a formal conversation and actually get something down on paper. Representation is very, very important in the real estate agency. And it's actually in the law. I'm not going to get into it right now, but agency is very, very important. And by default, as a buyer's agent, I would be working in your best interest. That's what we call a fiduciary. Make sure you work with somebody that has a fiduciary interest in you. That doesn't mean that they have to that doesn't mean that they are, only looking at the commission or the end product. They actually have your best interest in mind. And at the same time, that could be just waiting. And that's the reason why I actually talk about renting a lot. Because, I'm a renter too. It's something that's important to me in my home buying journey. But right now, for me, in my household, this is exactly what I need to do. So again, thank you for following my channel. I really appreciate you guys. And at the same time, feel free to leave any comments below. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. And it was a pleasure working with you.